Yo, what's going on, guys? Antonio here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Spaced Out Podcast. What has it been, like 7 months?
A long time.
I think
It's been a long time.
we tried to do the math. Didn't go so well, but we figured out it's been 7 months since our last podcast of Spaced Out Podcast. Figured we could catch you guys up with what we've been doing in the last 7 months, and then kind of get rolling into this episode. But yeah, I mean the past 7 months has been pretty crazy for I think the whole world in general. The pandemic happened pretty recently, and it's still going on, but I think things are kind of normaling out, and masks are becoming normal, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I think it's changed a lot in my life. I'm sure in your life as well. But
Yeah, I mean, now before I leave the house, I have to wonder, is this mask gonna match my outfit? You know what I mean?
And most of the time
it never does.
It never does. Yeah,
It never does.
Literally I will forget. I'll forget my mask in the car, and it's like I'll walk into the place and I'm like, what are the chances they're gonna even say anything? And then I end up just going back and getting it. But yeah, I think that's been an interesting part of life in general. But yeah, no, because of COVID, I got a new job. Working at Studio Flight, which is this lovely space now. So big shout out to Studio Flight for letting us use this. Yeah. Shout out to Studio Flight for sponsoring this episode. They paid us a lot of money. Just kidding. Many money. Anyways, yeah, shout out to them for letting us use the space, and hopefully we can use the space for a while now. But yeah, it's a creative agency that I've been working for as a video editor, and
Very cool.
yeah, it's been fun. What about you? Has anything changed recently since the last episode since 7 months ago? Has anything changed?
Since last episode,
I think
I changed my whole job field.
Yeah.
I mean, I went from being a college student to a construction manager, traveling around the Midwest, and then I'm back here.
The fun part of the America.
Yeah,
the Midwest.
working on cell phone towers and doing underground boring construction was just not for me. So
I could have told you that.
I could have told myself that a long time ago.
Hey, well, money's money,
Yeah, money is money.
I think also since the last episode you've lost quite a bit of weight. I think we could put a little comparison up right here. Future Antonio, if you haven't already, go ahead and put it up. Give us a smile. Oh, you already smiling. I don't know. You guys be the judge. Anyways.
Please compliment me. I'm desperate. But yeah, I mean, it's just life has been very interesting lately.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
going from construction to back here in Oklahoma City working at a news station is it's pretty fun. It's interesting. I've never thought that I would be in that field of
Yeah. Well, that's
media,
what kind
but-
of in college. That's kind of what we did was live production. So.
Yeah, we did live production.
And
but
in high school.
It's definitely, it's just different, it's so much of a different pace than sports production. So
Yeah.
it's just getting used to that kind of slower pace. I mean, things are still fast because they're live, but they're
Yeah.
not as fast.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Or as urgent as
Yeah.
news
Yeah.
would be. So it's just getting used to that curve, but
Yeah.
I think I finally got it. So
No,
I'm
that's
enjoying.
good.
I love where I work. It's really nice.
Yeah, I think the biggest part is being able to stay in one spot and not have to drive a lot like you were driving.
Yeah, no, being told overnight that I was needed in St. Louis and then driving 6 hours to St. Louis was
That's rough.
awesome.
That is rough. A lot of Red Bull or just energy drinks in general.
No, just a lot of lo-fi music.
How did that keep you up? How did lo-fi music keep you
It
up?
just calms me down, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
No, yeah,
it's
that's
hard for
fair,
me
yeah.
to fall asleep,
Yeah.
like on the road or something. Like
Yeah.
unless I'm in the passenger seat. If I am in the passenger seat and we're driving for a long time, I'm out. Don't
Yeah.
even count on me trying to keep you awake. I will be asleep.
Noted. You will not be my travel buddy if we
Exactly.
travel. You'll be in the back seat, I guess, huh? But no, it's cool. Yeah, I think working, especially in Oklahoma City, a growing city, like ever growing, and it's growing so fast too. So I think it's cool to be like right now we're downtown Oklahoma City. So
Yeah, we are in the heart, pretty much.
It's great. It's great being down here. So I'm actually happy to have you here more often, like because he was traveling a lot, so it was hard to meet up in general, and we didn't see each other for like a whole year. It felt like, but now hopefully,
pretty much 6 months.
like since the last episode, because he was always traveling and I was working, and our schedules didn't really line up. But And then we didn't have a space. Like we were
Yeah,
trying to do it
yeah.
out in my small apartment. That if you guys can find a video, I don't even know if they're up anymore, but you'll see the difference. We're really thankful for.
If you already can't see a difference.
Yeah, like
Concerned.
seriously, like come on, like we're so thankful for everything we've all the resources we have around us and the people that are helping this happen. So shout out to you, you know who you are. But yeah, anyways, did you just give a wink?
Yeah.
Hey, make sure I zoomed in on that. If you didn't zoom in on that, it's funny. I'm gonna be mad. Anyways, I guess for this podcast, what are we gonna start off with?
So, you know, I mean, with everything going on in the world, I figured, and I mean, what's going on now, you know, sports is a pretty big question in the air. You know, I mean, even the Big 12 is still trying to figure out, you know, what they're going to do for this upcoming season. I mean, I know they're trying to start in late August or September. So hopefully, you know, college football goes to that swing. That's my favorite sport, at least.
I saw this post. I think LSU. So a player from LSU posted it. And you know how they have visors for their face masks? Well, they have visors, like the whole face mask is like a visor.
Really?
So it's like essentially you're wearing a mask. Like, could you imagine? Like, it's just
my
I feel like it's gonna fog up. It's gonna be hard to breathe as it is already. You know?
Well, yeah, I remember putting on the football helmets when I was young. But I mean, but at that point, you're already tackling each other.
Yeah, there's already contact.
You're if he has it, you're gonna get it on the field regardless.
Yeah.
I don't think having a full visor on is gonna help.
Basketball is one thing because there's only 10 people on the court at once, and you're already spaced out.
And there's no fans.
No fans, yeah. But for football, I feel like the whole game of football is about fans. It's about being close together. There's 21, 22 people on the field at once. I mean, this is a lot of people just there, and so yeah, the chances are, it's gonna be a lot harder to track that.
Yeah.
To track and make sure that no one has anything.
And you know, with the NBA happening right now, and our first, I mean, the day we're recording this, tomorrow, well, I guess technically today, but Saturday, tomorrow will be the first Thunder game.
Yeah, and what's crazy is
against the Jazz when they got postponed here.
Yeah.
Can you remember? That was a crazy day.
I literally remember exactly what I was doing. Let me walk you through it. So what we're talking about is when the NBA got suspended. It happened in Oklahoma City. It was versus Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
And they literally okay, so let me walk you through it. Regular day, I was getting ready to watch the Thunder game. I was by myself at the house. I had just cooked me some chicken wings in the air fryer because we just got a new air fryer.
Oh, fancy.
I also cooked some French fries in the air fryer, and I literally had my plate and I sat down on my couch, put the plate on the table, turned the game on, and everyone is just standing around. No, they weren't even standing around yet. They were coming to tip off. And I'm like, all right, here we go. And all of a sudden, someone storms onto the court. The ref says, hold on, we got to stop. People slowly start clearing out. And before I know it, they're just like, the game has been canceled.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is going on? And that was the start of it.
Yeah, I remember seeing the live broadcast and seeing all the refs come together towards the center, and they're all talking and like looking at each other weird. And I'm like, what is going on right now? The game has not even started yet. Yeah. I don't understand what they're discussing. And then the news came out. I got the tweet on. I got the tweet on Twitter, the notification for it, and then I saw it and I was like, the game's postponed, but it's still on.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden everything came crashing down, and now we're just like,
NBA stopped, sports stopped.
Everything stopped in general. I mean, they're still talking about high school sports and even teaching kids now. But I mean, the NBA has finally decided something. They're in Orlando, Florida.
That's cool.
They're all in their own little bubble. They're all living in the same area, the NBA bubble, as they would call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just so weird, and I don't think sports is gonna be any sort of our normal.
Yeah,
for
there's
a while.
gonna be a new normal for sure.
I'm thinking that this might be the normal where we have players that live in the same at least maybe for the NFL, maybe we all play in one stadium and do the same thing the NBA is doing. If the NBA is doing it right, I mean, so far nobody from the Thunder at least has had COVID. I know Russell Westbrook was late going to Florida because he had COVID.
Yeah, but I mean, those guys are
recovered.
Those guys are in such great shape that if they get affected or infected or whatever, I feel like they would be able to recover pretty well.
Yeah, and they're young. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not like in their 60s or something
Yeah.
like that. Where,
And I-
where the age actually, will
Yeah,
start
I guess the main concern is the people around, the people around the staff and the fans, if there were fans, that then they would get infected. So I see the trouble. But my question is, how long does that go on for? How long is there going to be an NBA bubble? Like, how long are they going to be playing all the games in Orlando?
I can imagine. I mean, now, with last week's number, I think the highest case we had in a day here in Oklahoma, at least, was 1,200, and so I don't really see us coming back from any of that for at least another year. Until
Yeah.
I mean, they're working on a vaccine. I believe they have some sort of a vaccine now that they're testing.
Your trial
Yeah.
basis?
And so, I mean, really, whenever we get something like that, I can see sports coming back in
Yeah.
full stadiums and everything becoming in a full swing. Touching on that vaccine, I believe the New York Times, don't quote me on this, and we don't claim to be COVID professionals, we're just talking. But
I'm quoting you, and I'm saying you, Noah Chapman, COVID professional,
But-
back in a year.
what the New York Times said was that the vaccine that's coming out now and that they're testing will be like an annual flu shot that we'll
Yeah.
have to get every year. I
Yeah.
mean, because I don't see. I mean,
For
it's
the
not like
foreseeable
we
future.
can't really. I mean, COVID symptoms have the same symptoms as the flu, and we
Yeah.
can never get the flu to go away.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just see it becoming the same thing. Like,
I wonder how many people got sick with COVID and got diagnosed with the flu, and they treated it like the flu, and it just went away.
I don't think there's really any sort of treatment for it. I think
Yeah.
it's the same
That's what I'm saying
symptoms
though.
as
Like
the flu.
it's the same symptoms, so they treat it and it just goes away, and so they think they just had the flu.
Yeah, that's true.
Interesting.
I mean, it just depends, but I'm hoping, I'm optimistic that
Yeah.
the NBA will do a good job. I mean, the MLB is kind of slacking with COVID right now. I mean, I think 20 players. I can't remember what team they got, 22 players from an MLB team got COVID, as well as 2 players on the Cardinals. So they need to do a better job, because even the MLB director, I can't remember what his name was, but even he said in a recent interview that they see the MLB being canceled if what happens now isn't
Yeah.
corrected.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And I mean, baseball's already a dying sport. to me, I mean,
Yeah.
with our generation, it's
Yeah.
definitely on a decline.
I agree with you. It is a whole different culture too.
Yeah,
It's yeah, it is what
that's
it
a whole nother beast to attack.
is. Yeah.
But I mean, it just, yeah, sports is scary right now. I mean, because I love sports. I mean, I work in sports, so it's
Yeah.
kind of scary for me to watch it and be like, man, I can't even film sports at home. How am I?
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I didn't realize how much I would miss sports until it kind of went away, I didn't think I liked sports so much, but it's just, I don't know, it's just fun to watch. I mean, playing it is one thing, but being able to, it's like video games, watching someone else do something that you can't do is just fun. Because I can't dunk a basketball, I can't shoot threes, but these guys can, and it's fun to watch.
And it's about the athleticism, I mean, just
Yeah.
like watching somebody at their peak performance,
Yep.
moving. I mean, just performing. I mean, it's
Yep.
all about the game.
Yep, it is. I saw there's this billboard I pass every day on the way to work, a digital billboard, and it started at day 20. I think that's when I saw it. I don't know when it started, but it said 20 days left. And it was just like a couple Thunder players, and that's all it says. 20 days. That's it. And then it was just a countdown. And then today it said tomorrow, and I got chills. I wanted to cry. I literally wanted to cry. I
Yeah.
love the Thunder so much, and just everything it means to the city and everything it represents. And it's going to be great to have them back. And they've been doing so good this season without a superstar,
Even in their scrimmages. I mean,
Yeah.
what is his name? Andre Williams?
Roberson.
Wilkerson.
Wolberson. Andre Roberson.
Andre is doing amazing this
Dre.
season.
Just say Dre.
Dre is doing amazing this season.
Yeah.
I mean, coming back from a 2-year
That's
injury.
crazy. I didn't realize it
and
was
then-
that long.
Yeah, I didn't either. And
like
then it said
it's a COVID.
2018, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
And even yesterday, I mean, the day before the game on Saturday, this will probably come out after Saturday, but I mean, even the day before, like tonight, no injuries reported. I mean, that's a great thing to see before
Yeah.
your game, and especially after 2 scrimmages. Like, nobody's pulled anything, And I think we're performing well. I do think we're going to have trouble, with the Utah Jazz, but we'll just have to see how it comes out. I mean,
Is that what we're
hopefully.
playing?
Yeah.
The Jazz? That's cool because it's coming back from.
Mm-hmm.
Is it picking up?
Yeah, it's picking right up after it left off.
That's cool. Yeah, I can't wait. And you know what I'm gonna do tomorrow? Or yeah, tomorrow Saturday is I'm gonna make my wings again, and I'm gonna make my fries again, and I'm gonna enjoy my wings and fries, and watch the basketball game, and hope nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, make sure to do the exact same thing. You can't
Get back
jinx
up where
it.
we left off.
It's like going back in time.
Yeah.
But segueing that to our next topic, really that kind of is in the same line with sports.
Yeah.
Is Nike's new commercial that "You Can't Stop Us" ad?
Yeah, that's what I was about to pull up. I want to watch that.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw that you had sent it to me.
Yeah.
As I watch it, I'll probably just overlay the video here so that you guys, if you're watching, you can watch along. But if you're not watching, yeah, it's called "You Can't Stop Us" by Nike. It's trending right now. I've heard a lot of things about it. Like you mentioned, the editing and yeah, mainly the editing and just kind of how it's formatted and the kind of overall message of the whole video. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So this is like the description. You can't stop Megan Rapone? Raponi? You can't stop Megan, Sarah Williams, or LeBron James. Just as you can't stop Naomi Osaka. Shoot, I don't know. Sorry, Naomi, if you're watching this. Cristiano Ronaldo and Leo Baker. Because as athletes, asterisk. It has an asterisk there. What's the asterisk for? I don't know. Because as athletes, we are never alone. Sport unites us, strengthens us, keeps us pushing ahead, no matter what. We will always come back stronger together. You can't stop sport because you can't stop us. So strong words from there. Oh, it says asterisk. Because as athletes, asterisk, and it says Nike strives to bring innovation and inspiration to every athlete in the world. If you have a body, you are an athlete. So
Fair statement. I do have a body, in fact.
I do have a body.
Contrary to
Nike
what
said
people
I'm an
believe.
athlete. It's going in my Instagram bio.
Yeah. If Nike said it, then am I technically sponsored by Nike?
Huh.
I'm a Nike body.
Okay, yeah, let's watch it. Hopefully you guys can watch along with us. But yeah, this is pretty much going to be my first time watching it. So.
We're never alone. And that is our strength.
This is where you get like your
Because when we're
first
doubted, we'll
during
play
this
as
part is
one.
just you're seeing both sides of the coin.
When we're held back, we'll go farther and harder. If we're not taken seriously, we'll prove that wrong. And if we don't fit the sport, we'll change the sport. We know things won't always go our way.
She bet.
Hey, he just broke that back.
But whatever it is, we'll find a way. And when things aren't fair, we'll come together for change.
We have a responsibility.
To make this world a better place. And no matter how bad it gets, we will always come back stronger. Because nothing can stop what we can do together.
Yeah, that's cool. I think a lot to take in there.
A lot.
a lot
I mean,
to take in from
just-
a 1:30 video. I think overall, I think we can talk about the message. I think it's a good message. Kind of shows everyone in the diversity of sport in general, how anything can technically be considered a sport, no matter where you're from, what you do, who you are. So that's cool. I
I
think
didn't
it's
see any disc golf in there, unfortunately.
because disc golf is not a sport. Hard take, but guys.
Let me know, down in the comments or the 5-star reviews or whatever, if you think disc golf is a sport.
This guy plays disc golf. The rest of us play real golf. Take it as you will. Anyways, yeah, no, I think it has a great message. There's definitely a
I think the real message, I mean, really is in the description. You know, anybody can be an athlete, and the fact that we're having a pandemic right now does not mean that you stop being an athlete or who you are. You're not stopping your stride just because of everything going on.
It looks like they're getting a lot of flack in the comments about using some kind of Chinese and Uyghur kids, something about slaving away or something. I don't know. That's a whole other thing. There's always gonna be people being negative about certain situations, and same with positive. But
yeah, we're just focusing on the video itself,
Yeah.
and then
I don't want to get into like the politics and everything behind it, but the video is great. I think the editing is absolutely wild. The fact that they
just match it up so well. I mean, even doing that, like when we were at Oklahoma State, and I tried to do something similar to this with soccer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just having to line that way, the line down the middle, and having to line that up with two different clips of footage and get the same angle and the same way.
to
It's
make it
just
seem
so
continuous.
hard.
Like just make it seem continuous. Like these frames, if you just look at the frames of the videos, like it matches up almost perfectly. I mean, when you're playing the video, you can't even tell that it's like that. Like there's just this girl's sliding into like the right side is someone sliding into base at a softball game, and the right side is someone slide tackling in soccer, and it looks like it's like an actual shot. So
Exactly.
I think that's really cool. Like what a creative idea,
Yeah, and the pace of the video is really good. I never felt myself, coming out of the moment.
Yeah.
I always felt myself engaged, and,
Yeah.
and that's like the main thing you want to hit.
Yeah.
With any video is
agree
just
with you.
keeping engagement.
I wonder how much of this is. So it looks like majority of it is already like not stock footage, but footage that was already created, and then some of it like this, like they probably shot
They
this.
had to have shot
they
that.
shot it after the fact. Stuff like this they shot. Stuff like this they shot. But that's like both of those clips are clips from I'm guessing broadcasts.
They have to be.
Maybe not that one. That one looks.
They could just be,
yeah.
somebody they're filming, but
These
yeah,
two.
some of it is, kind of staged. In other
Yeah.
moments, they're like, wow, I cannot
Yeah.
believe they had a match, like just a perfect clip match.
Did you notice in this clip LeBron's dunking on the Thunder?
I hate this video.
Downvote. Hey.
Is that when he's playing for the Lakers too?
Yeah.
Does he still play for the Lakers?
Yeah, he still plays for Lakers. He used to play for Cleveland and the Heat. Oh, it was Heat, Cleveland, and now Lakers.
I only focus on the Thunder. I don't watch any other NBA.
Again, guys, we are experts in everything we talk about. Consider us ESPN. We know
Professional
exactly what
analysts
we're
here.
talking about, okay? Anyways, yeah, Thunder gets dunked on. Hey, we made it, though. We made it in one of the biggest Nike commercials in a while, so.
Possibly the most controversial. We'll just see how it plays out. But I mean, overall, I think the video, it has a message. It's powerful.
Yeah.
It keeps you engaged. The editing is well done. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks. It hits every point it needs to hit. I think.
It's so cool. Yeah, just the idea of putting videos together like that is just so to think how much footage they would have had to go through to find stuff that matches up, and then once you find it, to be able to edit it to where that that they'll stay in frame the perfect way, because there's a lot of keyframes in this. They
No doubt.
didn't stay perfectly in the frame for all of it, so there's a lot of tracking and whatnot.
And,
but-
and even then, watching the video, if you're not even focusing really on the editing too much, you're getting to see two sides of the coin at the same time.
yeah.
And even that concept in general, like there's not a lot of subliminal messages in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting both the sides of the spectrum
Yeah.
perfectly right there. One side, being, a professional, or the other one being not so professional, or
Yeah.
or just
Or just two
there's
different
just
sports.
so much the diversity in it is well done.
Yeah, it shows like skateboarding and like track. It shows soccer and like basketball. It's just like, and the fact that they can make those the same is really cool.
It's very well done. I think it's very good. Definitely a solid video from Nike. Keep it up.
Yeah, I think that's what we could do. Almost like every episode, just kind of analyze some videos, different commercials that we see, or different videos, and kind of
Yeah.
break them down.
For all
You know
you film
what?
heads out there.
Have you seen the trailer for Far Cry?
Which one?
The
The
newest,
newest
one,
one?
coming out.
Yeah.
With the guy from
I
Breaking
didn't
Bad.
see. He's also from The Mandalorian.
Yeah. Like it's where
He's
they
a
like.
great actor. He plays a great villain. And
Yeah.
in most movies he plays. I don't know his name. I don't.
I know him as Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. That's his
Yeah.
character name.
I've never even watched Breaking Bad.
That's all I know him as. But yeah,
But he definitely a great villain actor. I wish I knew his name. But
hold on, I got you. Just keep talking. I'll find it.
But I mean, yeah, the game trailer, if y'all haven't seen it, look it up. I mean, it looks like a movie. I mean,
Yeah.
Far Cry games always kind of stick to the same, you know, oh, go and liberate this, and then you'll progress in the story.
I'll
That's
let you,
pretty much all it is.
I'll let you butcher his name.
Oh my god, okay. Giancarlo Esposito?
Esposito.
Desposito?
Giancarlo Esposito.
Desposito.
Yep, that's a good song.
Anyway, he's a great actor, and definitely go check out the trailer if you haven't.
That
You know,
trailer's
it's-
crazy.
It's him interacting with his son and teaching his son, like, that, you know, I mean, not to
You're gonna be a
spoil it or
dictator.
anything, I mean, you're going to watch it, but, you know, the whole premise of him is he's a dictator, and he's trying to show his son that he's going to have to take up that dictator
It's essentially like Cuba, right?
mantle. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
pretty much.
what
I think
they're
that's
saying,
heavily
based off of-
inspired by Cuba in the
But
1960s.
The main point is that it's animated.
Yeah, everything is animated, and it looks like
It
like
looks
a movie.
real. It's scary.
It's
I
scary
watched
real.
it for a solid like 30 seconds before I realized it wasn't a real film.
Yeah,
I thought it was real, and then I was like, wait a second, this is animated.
I know when he handed it. I mean, in the trailer, he hands his son a live grenade and
Yeah.
pulls the pin, and he's
Yeah.
like, you know, if you let go, we blow up. And I'm like, holy crap, dude, that is a message to send to your kid.
Yeah,
He's
but like
if you let go,
yeah,
you know,
just-
that's what you get for
if
not
you have
taking out the
time,
trash.
if you have time, go watch the trailer. Was it Far Cry 6?
Oh my god, I don't even know. I know Primal, and then
Or is it 4?
oh, it's not 4.
I
Far
feel
Cry.
like
I
it's
played
6.
Far Cry 4.
Yeah, I feel like it's 6.
Which one are we on? Because there's Far Cry New Dawn. That was the. Is it what was the release date? 2021.
I don't know. Just look up Far Cry trailer. I'm sure it'll come up.
Anyway, it's an amazing trailer. You guys
Yeah.
definitely have to.
But
check
hopefully,
it
yeah, we can start analyzing some cool different videos we come across.
out. It is 6.
6.
Far Cry 6. Yeah. Because then we had 4, 5, New Dawn, and then.
You know what we'll have to talk about next episode? Halo.
Oh, don't even get me started.
This dude can go on for 3 episodes.
Don't
on
get me
Halo, huh?
started. I'm the biggest Halo fanboy you will
Good.
ever
We'll,
meet.
we'll talk about it next episode and see what you think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely excited for it.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I don't hate it. Unlike other Halo fans. That's another. We'll go into it next episode. But yeah, this has been Spaced Out. You know, if you guys like it, let us know like what you think about the setup, everything else like that. If you guys have any suggestions, let us know. And thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we're definitely gonna make this like a weekly thing or something.
Yeah.
We'll just see how it plays out. Now that we're both in the city, we have
Either-
no excuse.
Either we're gonna see you next week or we're gonna see you next year. We'll find out.
Find out. Hey, it's find out next time on this
Stay
episode
tuned.
of Spaced Out. Anyways, peace out, guys. Thanks for tuning in. God, I'm hungry.
We got snacks.